Hey, White Rock 85, out on the deck here for just a couple minutes. It's October 1st, so it's time to buy my license. The old days, this is a PA license. Used to get the basically cardboard license from the, you go to a outdoor store, sporting goods store, gun shop, you get your license to look like this. This is from way back in 1985. And it'd be all filled out. And it'd be pretty nice. It'd be nice and sturdy. Pennsylvania now has come out with this type that they can print out for you, and it's not too bad. Don't want to show you too much of the license, unfortunately, because it has a lot of personal information on it. So I hope you don't mind that I'm not doing the close-ups on some of this. Delaware used to have the old card stock also. Have it, you tag for your deer, and your information to be on the back of it. Recently, Delaware has gone to straight printout of your license. This is basically just a piece of paper, your regular, paper, 8.5 by 11 that would be printed out. Have my license here and the deer tags that come along with it. And again, these are something you cut out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and they're not protected. It's just a regular sheet of paper. You can go to Walmart or a sporting goods store, get a license. They charge you $5 to print it out, and it's basically just printing out a piece of paper. So I'm going to do that myself here, print it out on mine. But I do have a laser printer. But especially if you have an inkjet, this is going to smear. As soon as this is going to get wet a little bit, it's going to smear, run, and your license is going to be ruined. You're having deer and you're trying to bring it to a butcher. You need your tags in good condition so they can see them. I usually protect them. What I've been doing the last couple of years is I've been taking some regular tape, the wide type tape, packing tape, and covering these up with it. This year I'm going to try something a little bit different, some laminate that I have. It's not a machine, but another style. So I'm going to go ahead and through that, print my license out, and go ahead and get it laminated up, and we'll see how that works over the tape method. I do have some spots on the license that I have to leave so I can actually sign my name or write a harvest date and a deer registration number if I get a deer. Well, let's go ahead and go through that and see how that works out. Let's bring up the web page to go ahead and get our license printed out. And here it is for Delaware. Season started in Delaware in September 1st, but I usually don't hunt until a little bit later, about the mid-October time frame, just because of the amount of chiggers or no-see-ums or the devil's spawn that's out there, and I've gotten really bad bitten from them in the past, so I usually wait until they're at least a little bit subsided before I go out there and hunt. So here's the website. So I'll just go ahead and get my resident hunting license, and have to agree to the terms, of course. And with that license, you get 4 tags for any deer or doe or buck that is 3 inches or less on the spikes. So that's what you automatically get with your tag. Now I'm going to take a Hunter's Choice tag right here also. And again, with this Hunter's Choice tag and Quality Buck tag, that gives me 2 more tags. So I can get either a doe or a buck with this tag, and then a Quality Buck tag. It's for a deer that has at least a 15-inch inside spread. And I'm going to come down here, and I think I'll get a duck stamp this year. So I'm all set. And of course I will check out. And a nice $44. I can get 6 deer, and I have my duck stamp on there. So I think it's a pretty good bargain. And I'll go ahead to check out. Don't think you need to see some of this, so we'll be right back, and I'll have the license printed out in my hand. Chose a brown, it's heavier type paper, not quite cardstock, but a nice heavy piece of paper to print this out. This was about $6 for 10 sheets of this laminate type paper. And again, I don't have a laminate machine itself, but it comes with 10 of these sheets. And I'm going to laminate the back of my license and the front, so I want both sides laminated to protect it. First thing I did is remove this upper strip along. There was enough strip up here. Took that off. I'm actually just going to use a sheet over the top. Line it up here. Stick it to this paper. And letting that fall over there, and I'll get some of the bubbles out. You can see it's got a nice laminate film on it at this point, and that's what it would be on the front. So this thing worked really nice. It's a lot easier than the tape method. So I'm going to go ahead and do the front. The front has some pieces where you have to write down your, if you get a deer, your harvest date and your deer registration number. And again, don't want to show you the tag too much, but I'm gonna cut out some sections of the laminate strip and put it over there so I can still write on the tag where I need to. So at this point, have a completely laminated sheet on both sides. Be able to just go ahead and cut the license out and the tags. I have my license laminated now. I have my 6 tags. I also put a hole in them to attach to the ear. Here's a couple of, if you would have bought more tags, it says actually intentionally left blank on there. So if I did harvest a deer here in Delaware, I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's a spot where I didn't laminate right in between here, and it was very easy to do. Delaware, I'd have to put the date, so let's put 10/1/14 as our harvest date, and you would can use the internet or a phone system, and you obtain a deer registration number. You do it over the phone or online. So I'll just go ahead and put a number on my tag so I can still write on the tag. I don't have to use a Sharpie that goes over here that I might worry that it might come off. I can write on that section of the tag where I do have to fill in the date and that deer registration number. Very easy also. Come here, punch a hole out, and again, Delaware, you attach this tag to the deer's ears. You can use a zip tie, you twist tie. In my license holder here, I usually keep some tie wraps or ties, either one. I have some small tie wraps that I use. Go ahead and put this through the ear, and also have some rubber bands that'll actually close the ear around the tag. So if I had it in the back of a car, it would blow off, and I have seen that happen in the past actually. The tag's gone by the time you get down the road, and then you're scrambled to go back at the tag or call them the game commission and tell them you lost the tag, so you don't go through that hassle. If you put a couple of rubber bands in there and just rubber band that ear around your tag, you don't have that problem. And then if you did have some moisture in the ear, it's not going to get on your tag, it's not going to ruin the tag. Where you take it to your butcher, they should be able to see the tag and then see your number on there, and it'll be nice and legal for you. So I hope this helped for those of you that can internet print your licenses instead of just getting them mailed to you as they do in some states. It is very easy, didn't take me very long. Used again the Scotch self-sealing. This is single-sided, so you do one side and then you do the other. Worked out great. $6 for this. Used what did I use? 3 sheets of this. So I have certainly a lot more left. 20 cents for the little bit heavier paper. Good things to do for your license. No time at all, and you'll have a nice license. You'll protect it, be able to get wet. I will still put this in my license holder to keep this protected anyway, and have the pen to write down the numbers. So this White Rook 85 signing out off the Delmarva Peninsula today. Have a great year and good luck.